Edwin Young is heading towards center court. We are about to tip off Game 4 of what has been a fantastic day of college basketball in Wichita, Kansas, and Texas Tech, the higher seed, wins the tap. Little man-to-man defense right out of the gate for UNC Wilmington. Hawkins, step back three, open, short, gets his own rebound. Slips it to Walton. Williams puts it on the deck, pull up Jay, sweeps.
Williams, such a powerful, undersized four, but strong and athletic. It's basically really four guards with JT Toppin.
And Williams did not play against Arizona in the tournament game. Newby for three, and there it is. He can make that shot all day.
Yes, indeed. He definitely can make that, and a great start for him. Knocked that one down with ease.
K.O. Siddle called him the most important recruit that he's had. Texas Tech trying to answer. A little rim shot in and out. Loose ball picked up by Williams. Bounce pass up top. Walton for three again. This time he splashes it home.
Kerwin Walton has made 54 threes and 9 twos. He's got the green light outside the arc.
How about this substitution right out of the gate for UNC Wilmington? Here's the first three attempts.
Well, he gave him 2 looks, and you can't do that, and they were wide open. A little bit of contest late, and he knocked that one down. They can flat out shoot the basketball.
And this Texas Tech team is put together well on the defensive end, and they share it on the offensive end. Got a lot of ways they can beat you offensively, off the bounce, off the pass, through the player of the year in the Big 12.
Christian Anderson from the logo. It's no good. Rebound is taken down by Toppin. Kicks it out to Walton, and he cans another one.
Kerwin Walton has played in this his 4th NCAA tournament. 2 with North Carolina and 2 with Texas Tech.
He looked calm shooting these
He sure did. Toppin knocks it out of bounds. It remains UNC Wilmington ball. Kerwin Walton said that he fought to play early on in his career, and it taught him to keep on working, and it's given him what he has now.
Which is 84% of the shots he takes in their offense outside the three-point line. Who wouldn't love that role?
Let me have that roll, Dad.
You had it.
Shoot it.
Yes, you did have that. Newby covered out front. Bounce pass out of bounds. All right, so UNC Wilmington's got to settle it down a little bit. Watch live men's games on your computer, phone, tablet, or streaming device with NCAA March Madness Live. Download it now. 8-3 early going. 2 turnovers already for the Seahawks. Oh, is he feeling it? It's a heat check. It's good. 9 points early on. UNC Wilmington calls the timeout. Texas Tech with an 8-point lead. And how about Kerwin Walton? He's got 4 straight double-digit games, and he's on the doorstep again.
Well, he's knocking them down in this first 2 minutes of the ball game, 3 or 4. He has had multiple games in his last six contacts making 3-point shots, and he had 4 in the Big 12 quarters versus Baylor. He can flat out shoot it.
Yeah, JT Toppin has touched the ball, I think, 1 time. Yeah. Is that my gauge?
Well, Texas Tech has taken 7 shots, 6 outside the arc. They've made 3 of them.
Well, off the timeout, which the Seahawks certainly needed. Ross checks in for the first time. Noah Ross.
They need to get Obiaha the basketball. There he is, right there, yep. 55.
Low post, double team comes over, forces the action, no good, gets his own rebound, and he lost it out of bounds. Chance McMillan out with an upper body injury. They tried to do some treatment to see if he could go. They thought there was a chance, but they're probably being a little more cautious to make sure he's healthy moving forward if they can get past this game. Newby, pull up 3. He's already made 1. He was off the front of the rim. Rebound is run down by Montgomery. Ross thought about it. And Ross fadeaway jumper just didn't have the angle, but the rebound again for the Seahawks.
Good job by Harlan. Obiaha knocking that one out and creating another possession.
Off the glass, count the bucket for Montgomery.
Good timeout by Siddle, the head coach for UNCW, to get his guys organized here on the offensive end. This is a great take, playing off 2 feet, good footwork inside. Nice use of the pivot.
Walton is called for that foul. And Montgomery to the free throw line. Bo Montgomery is a 78% free throw shooter out of Holy Cross, where he played 95 games before transferring. Three-point play. He went from the cold weather to the really nice weather in Wilmington, North Carolina.
It's beautiful on the coast of North Carolina.
Anderson to Walton. They come out and defend him. Toppin, low post. Toppin, there's the hedge to try to double team. He's powerful, left hand. And I asked him about that sort of little hook shot he has. He said, I've done it my whole life.
I mean, so patient, the dig, the stunt, and he just waits till he gets enough space.
And Dad, we could be looking at the breakout star in the NCAA tournament.
Oh, yeah. Montgomery with the miss, Williams with the rebound.
He's the total package.
Off the side of the iron, no good. That's a missed three from Darian Williams. Seahawks get into the offensive end. Newby covered out front by Hawkins. That's a nice matchup, Hawkins and Newby. They go inside. McGriff has it. And he took a bite out of that one. He laid it in.
Good hands.
He's been terrific off the bench. Changed his role. He started the first 12 games of the season.
7 straight games with 10 points or more. He had 10 against Delaware in the conference championship, the CAA championship. Walton for 3 again. No, not that time. Out of bounds. And it'll be North Carolina Wilmington ball. 15:53 to play.
Watch Toppin. Right here, Tom. Over that right shoulder. And McGriff on the other end.
5-point lead for Texas Tech. They're on a run, aren't they, AJ?
Absolutely, and they hit their stride at the perfect time coming into this tournament. They were unranked for most of the regular season. Then they broke into the top 10 national polls for 5 straight weeks. Grant McCaslin admitted they struggled with injuries early on and building team chemistry, but then they ended up setting a school record for Big 12 road wins. He says those wins helped them identify they needed to play scrappier, and they really learned how to win out tough games, guys.
Yeah, they finished 8-2 on the road overall and 10-5 counting neutral site games. Ross open for 3, finally takes a shot, no good. Toppin with the rebound. McGriff steals it, goes up off the glass, it's good. It's a 3-point game.
Ever since Coach Siddle called that timeout, his team has really settled in. He's gotten 8 guys on the floor already. Get everybody a little bit of a run and a sweat in the NCAA tournament.
And McGriff has done a nice job, and I like this. Going down low, and now he should be able to get an open 3.
Overton, he'll fire a 3. It's good. The lefty wide open, his first bucket of the day.
The other thing I would say for Texas Tech is now that you know that they're digging on the post, when you throw it into Toppin and you put Kerwin Walton on the same side of the floor, you're going to leave a 3-point shooter. That is tough. Put those 2 guys in a 2-man game on the same side.
And by the way, Toppin has become a very good passer too. Shot clock is under 10. Ross into the paint. Up top 3, no good, in and out. Toppin with the rebound.
Oh, he gobbled that rebound.
He sure did. He averages 9 rebounds per game. Hawkins to Toppin, lost it. Foul on Ross, I believe.
Really good twist action in transition for a quick hitter.
The White Lotus welcomes you to Thailand. Don't miss the new season of the Emmy Award-winning HBO original series, streaming Sundays at 9 p.m. on Max. 14:26 to play in the first half. Texas Tech will inbound. They go to Williams. Williams right side of the lane. Williams, hook shot no good. Ball is tipped into the hands of Ross.
Boy, Williams just looks like he can overpower people in some matchups. Got a big, strong frame.
He does. Just needs to take his time, and that's a foul on him. Good job of driving the basketball by Ross. And McGriff, like you said, he's come in and made some things happen. Offensive rebound, defensive rebound, and a couple buckets.
Well, he's the same size as Toppin, so his activity level has to match the energy that Toppin's going to play with, and he's done that so far.
Ross to the free throw line for 2. 76% makes the first. From cheering to celebrating, fan work is thirsty work. Crack open a refreshing Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Now the second shot. And it's good. North Carolina Wilmington, 4 straight 20-win seasons as Toppin takes a breather for Texas Tech.
Got a mismatch inside with Federico. He is a lob threat for Texas Tech.
He's number 33. Anderson for 3, no good. And a rebound pulled down by Donovan Newby, who brings it up with Ross. Ross hesitation, kicks it out. Moore open for 3, no good.
Wide open. I mean, took his time, got his feet set, and couldn't knock that one down.
Well, both these teams run the floor hard. And when you run the floor hard, you can get some early mismatch. You also can open up the top of the floor because you can flatten out the defense all the way to the level of the ball.
Hawkins thought about a step back 3, looked in for Federico. He's covered by Ross in there. Hawkins, step back 3 over the top of McGriff. It's good. He splashed it home.
Good job by Elijah Hawkins. You can see the Seahawks on that pick and roll with Federico. They are not going to give him a lob. They're going to switch it.
And a foul called against the Seahawks.
Watch this right here. The step back over the outstretched hands of McGriff. Nice take by Hawkins.
It's like he put him in the spin cycle a little bit because he really wanted that the first time. That foul, by the way, on the other end was to McGriff. Walton has made 3 threes so far. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Obioha thought he had it.
I like the energy of their bigs.
He is a big man.
Yes, he is.
He is 7 feet 280. He looks like he could play football.
He's light on his feet. I ain't seen too many 7-footers playing football.
No, I don't know.
There's the lob.
They love that lob game with Federico.
He knows his role. He is a hard rim roller. He's not going to pop. He protects inside out. He can blow up some of their ball screen action with his length.
A foul is on Sean Moore. 2 shots for Federico. And he makes the first one. Watch whip-around coverage of all men's games with Fast Break presented by AT&T in the March Madness Live app.
I mean, Dab, he shoots 74%. I mean, and I'm not talking about from the free throw line. I'm talking about from the field.
Yeah, it's a lot of dunks.
Yes.
Very efficient.
Very, very efficient.
9-point lead, under 13 to play in the first half. Moore hands the ball off to Montgomery. Newby, Obioha. Traveling violation called on Bo Montgomery. 4 turnovers so far for the Seahawks.
Really good defense and closing out on that short roll and that kick to the corner.
It's interesting right now. See what they do on this pick and roll. Defensively, the Seahawks, a little bit of a drop.
I think you play Federico with drop coverage.
Yep.
Anderson off the side of the rim. Federico with the rebound. Backs his way in, up top to Hawkins. Hawkins with a nice crossover. Step back 3 again over the big man. It's no good. And he gets his own rebound.
That's the length of Federico.
Walton. All right, so he's cooled off a little bit. They break the press with Sean Moore, who's got NCAA experience. Played for FDU and Tobin Anderson a couple years ago. Big game against Purdue. And that ball is out of bounds. 5 turnovers now for North Carolina Wilmington. Well, they've knocked the cobwebs out. It's a 9-point lead for Texas Tech here in the first half. Texas Tech has a 9-point lead, 21-12. Moments ago, AJ caught up with Grant McCaslin.
Coach, you've gotten off to a great start offensively, especially with Kerwin Walton behind the arc and then forcing 5 turnovers. How do you like the balance to start this one?
Well, the biggest thing we talked about heading into this game, honestly, was getting defensive rebounds, and we haven't done that well. It's how they got extra possessions and scored, so we've got to do a significantly better job boxing out, going and getting the ball.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck.
Wreck them.
He's done a heck of a job, first at North Texas and now at Texas Tech. He's got a style, a certain style. He's got a really good coaching staff.
He's excellent, and he's never had a losing overall record as a head coach in his 11 years. He's been fantastic everywhere he's been.
Here's Toppin up top, gives it off to Hawkins. Hawkins has an opening, thought about it, instead gives it up for Overton. Toppin battling for that rebound, gets it back, and he can't convert. Loose ball again, Seahawks have it. Obioha was in the right place at the right time.
He just caught that one, but JT Toppin just fought him to go get that one. Just missed that easy bunny.
And now the Seahawks back on offense. Greedy Williams back in. They go up top to Montgomery, to Ross in the corner. A little jab step, shot clock at 5. Montgomery hesitation into the paint. Tough angle, gets the angle to go.
Beautifully done. Got 2 sides, shifted the defense, and it spread them out and opened up the middle.
He has 5. It's a 7-point game.
He's done a nice job. Way to drive the defense, use the momentum. No one came to help, and his body control was beautiful on that layup.
Hawkins leaves it down for Toppin. The help's on the opposite side with Overton. Overton lost that ball. Montgomery up the floor. Ross, left side of the lane. Greedy Williams getting some space off the glass. Another tough angle.
Wow.
That was huge.
Tough
That means
contested
tough.
twos. It's a right read by Greedy Williams. They helped off the strong side. You got to drive that.
4-0 run for Wilmington. Texas Tech won for its last 8. Anderson to Toppin. Look out.
Christian Anderson has missed a couple shots, but the young fella knows how to play. A beautiful drop off to Toppin.
Just a freshman, a McDonald's All-American candidate from Oak Hill Academy. Newby for 3. It's good. That's his second 3-pointer. It's a 4-point game. He has 6.
I love the offensive package. Getting Newby off the ball, letting him work off some pin down action and some screening action away from the basketball.
Toppin trying the 3. Too strong. Ball tipped around into the face and the hands of Overton. He'll kick it out. Hawkins open for 3. He got it. He's got 6.
Kevin Overton rebounding traffic, and then Hands is grabbing him. He rips through and throws a perfect pass out to Hawkins to nail another 3.
6 of 17 now from 3. Texas Tech. Newby. Space for 3 again. No good. Ball tipped around. Toppin has the rebound and then lost it. Here's a look at our AT&T connected cam. Watch JT Toppin.
Beautiful pass there.
Screen and roll. And a rattle of the rim.
And no one on that side. Everybody's overloaded to the other side. Nowhere to come help, and he finishes.
That foul on the opposite end, Obioha, that's his first. And for UNC Wilmington, it's 4th. Toppin with 4 points, 4 rebounds. Williams brings it up. Williams goes to the basket. Williams off the glass, draws the foul.
You are not going to knock him off his line. If he's driving to the hoop, he is going to clear some space. He's either going to score or get to the free throw line. That's part of his game.
Yeah, he has the skill set of a guard and the body of as a power forward. That's a tough cover.
Williams takes a breather. 85% from the free throw line for the season. Makes the first. Get complete coverage of the NCAA Division I Women's Tournament on NCAA.com.
A lot of star power in the women's game.
Oh,
this
yeah.
Tournament again. Juju Watkins at USC, an overall number, or the number 1 seed. South Carolina, 1 seed. They've got great balance. Dawn Staley's won back-to-back NCAA championships. They're going for a three-peat. And then, of course, there's Paige Beckers at UConn.
Right.
Talked to Gino last week about winning the Big East. Going after another one. Federico with quick hands. They force another turnover. That's 6 turnovers now for North Carolina Wilmington. Hawkins thought about the 3 into the paint. Anderson, he also thought about it. Williams will take it. No good.
That's just good basketball. Both guys, Hawkins and Anderson, could have took the 3, but they gave it up for a better shot.
Hodge inside the arc. And Elijah Hawkins, who's not the biggest guy there, gets the rebound. 3 from the corner. Air ball. McGriff with the rebound. 8 minutes. Ross open for 3. A little too strong. And Hawkins with a second board.
Numbers.
3 again from the left wing. It's good. Kerwin Walton with his 4th 3 of the first half.
Kerwin Walton, you shoot till your arm falls off. 4 triples.
Boy, he is letting it go. 4 of 8, 50%. He has 12 points. No hesitation, Deb. None at all.
His career high.
I love it. Shoot it.
His career and season high for made threes is 7. He's got 4 already. McGriff bouncing against Federico. He did get some space. I will say Elijah Hawkins' motor does not stop.
No,
Not at all.
It seems like the floor's tilted a little bit. Like right now, Texas Tech is rebounding and running.
31-19. Tech is on top by 12. 3 seed Texas Tech with a 31-19 lead over University of North Carolina Wilmington. Moments ago, A.J. Ross caught up with UNCW assistant coach Kurt Kanaski.
Coach, Texas Tech has been hitting from deep. Your guys have been crashing the boards hard, getting some second chance opportunities. How do you feel they've settled in so far?
Well, coming into the game, we knew they're terrific at transition threes, so we got to get back. And you're right, we can't keep them off the glass. And if we're going to let them get second shots, it's going to be a long night for us.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you. Kurt used to be the head coach at Drake. Drake wound up winning earlier tonight to advance to the next round to face the winner of this one.
Well, 19 of the 31 points for Texas Tech are off turnovers and second chance opportunities, so they do have to clean up those margins.
For sure, Deb. And I just love to play for this Red Raiders. They got up 23s already.
I figured you'd like that number.
Yes, indeed. 23s.
Montgomery doing some assessing. Leaves it for Newby. Back to Montgomery. Montgomery fumbles it. He gave up his dribble. He tried to force something, and it's out of bounds off the Seahawks.
Really good defense. One pass away, everybody locked in.
Elijah Hawkins. 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 6 points so far. Feeds it inside for Williams, and around and out Federico. Federico count the bucket.
Does his job, stars in his role, and you can see plants himself right there, down in the paint, gets the offensive rebound and goes straight up with a possible and one.
Sinners from Ryan Coogler, the director of Black Panther and Creed, starring Michael B. Jordan, only in theaters April 18th. Shot with IMAX film cameras. He missed the free throw. Obi Oha with the rebound. 6.5 to play. The winner moves on to face Drake. Texas Tech playing without Chance McMillan, who's out with an upper body injury. Really isn't phasing them yet. They have their largest lead, and they just forced another turnover. That's 8.
Really good hedge by Federico, and Williams is sitting in the tag in the low eye right there. So the pass over the top has to connect, because that's a long ways to go from the rim out to the three-point line to cover. They really load up to the ball.
Williams going right to the rim. Got the beautiful angle. 35-19. He has 6.
Once he gets an angle, you can't get back in front of him.
No, he plays at his pace, too.
He had that lower leg injury. He's got the wrap on his right leg, but he doesn't look fazed by it at all. He missed the last game.
Good dig by Williams.
Ross in the paint. Ross spinning, leaves it for Obi-Oha out of bounds. This is a 12-0 run for Texas Tech. They're shooting threes, but they're also getting to the basket.
A little brush screen right there, and he goes right down the lane, and you can see the defender trying to recover, and nothing you can do. His size and skill set, he's comfortable making those plays.
Yeah, really good technique. See the 23-point attempts for Texas Tech, 18 total field goal attempts for UNCW. Shot clock is at 7, and the Seahawks will inbound one more time.
Obi-Oha right here against the Federico matchup. See if he can get to that left shoulder on a little half hook shot.
Inbound goes to Hodge, to Ross. Shot clock is at 2. Ross, shot clock at 1. Gets it to go. He splashed it from the short mid-range.
Noah Ross. Good time and score.
He understood he was going up against Williams, and there's Williams knocking. Thought he knocked that one down, shooting a 3. Wide open. This is where he's at his best, driving it.
And Hawkins traveled.
Watch Ross. Yeah, he understands that going up against Williams, drive and take the bump, and then get some separation. That's a nice play by Noah.
Really a great shot, too. You can see the shot clock winding down on that. Doobie against Hawkins. Hodge to Ross inside Obi-Oha. Obi-Oha spinning in the paint. Count the bucket off the glass.
That's what I'm talking about. Get to that left shoulder. Good footwork for the 7-footer inside.
Might need some more touches. He's a low down there.
I mean, he's probably got 50 pounds on Federico.
Yeah. That's his second foul, Federico's. So he'll check out. And Obi-Oha to the free throw line. He's a Kansas kid, Obi-Oha. Transfer from Niagara.
You know what, Tom, the officials are doing a really good job with him because he's been pretty excited, right? And a couple of times they've just talked to him, say, hey, big fella, like, slow down right here.
Yeah, even when he got a foul called earlier, he ran up the floor and handed the basketball to Greg Nixon. And he handed it to him like he was handing off as a quarterback. I don't think Greg Nixon really liked it.
No, not at all, but I love his energy. He is bringing a lot of energy.
Anderson off the front of the rim. Ross with the rebound. Little run now for the Seahawks. Sean Moore to the corner. Hodge for 3. No good. Walton with the rebound. Quickly to Hawkins. Hawkins down low to Toppin. They come with a double team. Hawkins brings the defense. Spins short. They can get a bucket here to make it a little interesting. Christian Anderson covering up Newby. Big matchup for Anderson. Obi-Oha working against Toppin. Flips it down low. That's a great pass to Hodge. Somebody lost their shoe. It was Hodge.
Obi-Oha with the vision. The nice pass out of the post. And he said, hey, coach, let me get a little sub right now. Little tired right now.
Needs a breather, yep.
Yeah.
A little breather right now.
Big guys going hard out there.
Watch the shoe pop off. Poink. Obi-Oha is actually going to the locker room. There he is. McGriff is in for him. Hawkins directing traffic. Overton. Shot clock is under 10. Toppin. Skips it. Walton. Hawkins, shot clock is at 2. Lets it go. No good. It's a violation. Didn't hit a rim. 7-0 run for North Carolina Wilmington. They're within 9 with the ball when we return to Wichita. Our game summary, it's heavy for Texas Tech with the threes. They're 7 for 23 from beyond the arc. And 12 for 32 overall. But this has been a nice little run for UNCW.
Yeah, Deb, they've done a nice job. As you can see, beautiful play right there at the end of the shot clock. Big fella with a nice move over that left shoulder, then a nice pass. So far for them, I mean, you thought this could have been a blowout, but they have crept right back into this game with 3:37 left. Couple buckets can get them back into it and build some confidence for them.
Well, they didn't turn it over in that run, and that has allowed them to execute on this end of the floor. They've done a much better job, and McGriff back in the game. He gives them a different level of energy on the front line.
And the jump ball, the possession goes back to North Carolina Wilmington.
One of the things that Coach Siddle told us yesterday is we had to match the energy and the effort that he knew Texas Tech was going to play with. And Grant McCaslin, the head coach for Texas Tech, showed great respect for what he knew UNC Wilmington would show up with.
And McGriff got Toppin off his feet, couldn't get it to go. Moore, follow no good. Looks like Obi Oha has got his win back. He came back in from the locker room. He's going to check back into the game. He's up at the scorers table for UNC Wilmington. Toppin got deep, ball knocked out of bounds. It'll be UNCW ball. Coming up on AT&T at the half, get all the scores and highlights, plus the latest NCAA tournament news. That's all coming up on AT&T at the half.
Between McGriff and Harlan Obi Oha, they are rotating these bigs, trying to wear down Toppin.
Yeah, Toppin so far has 4 points, 4 rebounds. Hodge off the screen. Here's Moore for 3. It's good. Little seasoning from Moore as NCAA experience. And now it's a 10-0 run to make it a 6-point game. Hawkins off the screen, leaves it for Toppin. Hawkins, few steps beyond the arc, rims out. Moore with the rebound.
You want to see Toppin get a few touches?
Yes, I do, for sure. And I think also at the elbow, being able to use his speed, a quick rip through to get to the bucket on Obi Oha.
Well, they're setting those ball screens on that single side so low that you're not going to be able to help. You're going to get him on a hard roll and a post up.
I think we got a violation inside. 3-second violation on Obi Oha. This is that last possession to free up Moore. Colorful shoes.
Yeah, there's a lot of colorful shoes out here.
They're different. He's got 2 different ones.
That's the style right now.
Oh, yeah.
That's the style.
Off the front of the rim, rebound tipped around. Anderson with the rebound. Hawkins has it. Shot clock resets to 20. Hawkins, and that's going to be an illegal screen. It's on Toppin.
You know, part of that is Hawkins' fault because he didn't let him get set. I mean, he wanted to come off that elbow. They've been working through the pinch right there.
Just kind of turned a little bit.
I don't think there was much there.
No, there really wasn't.
I didn't see much.
Texas Tech, no points the last 4.5 minutes as we close out the first half. Final game of the day. Hodge from the baseline. Count the bucket, he's fouled. How about this run?
When you know they're lock and trail over the top of that Iverson action, and you can get the ball to the wing, you turn quickly and look to attack. This is a very nice play by Nolan Hodge off the bench, doing a nice job. I think Coach Siddle's done a really good job rotating his guys in, keeping them fresh.
And he's also enabled them to settle down, too. He missed the free throw. It's a 4-point game.
And coming off that Iverson action, he understood that he had Christian Anderson. He had the size advantage at 6'7" to be able to raise up.
Williams from 17. It's no good.
It's all jump shooting right now. You know, threes or jump shots. Nothing to the block to Toppin.
His name is JT Toppin. He needs some touches. Confidence is growing right now for the Seahawks.
Yeah, this 12-0 run has brought them back within 4. Hodge, fadeaway jumper, in and out.
That was a good shot.
Yeah, and I like the call from the bench to give him another opportunity. See if he can get going.
Walton for 3. That ends an 0 for 7 slump. He has 15 points, 5 threes.
That hard rim run by Toppin opens up that space on the top of the floor. And you have to find Walton.
You have to. He's 5 of 10. 10 three-point attempts so far in the first half.
That arm's going to be falling off here in the second half.
Obioha to the corner. Ross for 3. Line drive, no good. Obioha with the rebound. Shot clock is off. And now the Seahawks going to hold it for 1. Oh, no, shot clock is not off. Excuse me. They put it to 20. Hodge for 3. It's good.
Good job of that ghost screen. Slipped it and got a nice look, and he buried it.
And Siddle knows his guys.
Hawkins trying to answer. No good, and that's the end of the first half. It's a 15-3 run for the Seahawks to pull within 4.
I love this play, Deb. Just a nice little ghost screen. Slipped the screen, and Hodge, the hot hand, no hesitation. He knocks that one down.
He ran the last 3 plays for him.
Kerwin Walton is standing by with A.J. Ross.
That's right, Kerwin, a hot start for you, 5 from deep, but UNCW answered with a 15-3 run. What do you got to do to get some more separation here?
We got to grab a rebound. They get way too many offensive rebounds. We giving too many up. All these second chance points has got to stop. So that's the main focus right now.
Best of luck. Thank you.
All right, AJ, thank you. 38-34, Texas Tech is on top. That's the end of the first half. We'll send you to AT&T at the half after these messages. You're watching the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship. Boulevard Theaters in Old Town here in Wichita. You can go see Minecraft if you want to at some point tomorrow as we prepare for Saturday's second round. Our first half stats, it's Texas Tech 38, UNCW 34. A lot of threes for Texas Tech, 8 for 26. Deb, you think that changes in the second half?
Oh, I definitely think so, because there's a guy named J.T. Toppin that is the Big 12 Player of the Year that's sitting on the block. I think he wants some touches.
Yeah, they definitely got to go into him. And if you're the Seahawks, you have to be happy. 37 shot attempts for Texas Tech, and they only have 38 points,
right.
So that's pretty good.
All right, we'll see if anything can give here in the second half and see if UNCW can continue to pull off or try to pull off an upset. This is Texas Tech's shot chart from the first half. Yeah, 8 threes, and we heard from Kerwin Walton. He has a majority of those threes.
They took 26 threes and 11 twos. I think that number's going to flip here in the second half.
26 first half three-point attempts, most since the 2015 NCAA tournament. Here we go, 20 minutes to see who faces Drake in the second round here in Wichita. Out of the West region, Hawkins feeds it inside.
How about some zone by the Seahawks to start the second half?
Yeah, a little different look. Save
it. You got to save something in your back pocket.
Toppin with a little hedge. Hawkins up top for 3, short. Ball off the head of, I think, J.T. Toppin, picked up by the Seahawks.
But they need to play through him, and that's an important first possession to set the tone.
Again, a 15-3 run for UNCW that ended the first half. Newby off the screen. Newby hopping, swatted away by Toppin, picked up by Montgomery. Outside for Moore for 3. It's good! 1-point game. He has 2 threes.
Let me tell you, Texas Tech and the Red Raiders, his name is J.T. Toppin. You have to settle this game down. Deb has been calling for it. I'm totally agreeing. You got to throw the ball down at him and let him get a touch.
Well, there he goes. Man has 15 double-doubles this year. Walton for 3, and the answer, he splashed it home.
I trust him. I trust his decision-making. I know he's a willing passer. I'm playing through him, and if they don't dig or double, he's going to score or get fouled.
And Deb, if I'm a guard, I'm going to throw it to him because they're going to double team and I get easier shots.
Exactly. I'm going to relocate on the perimeter.
He's a winning basketball player. Not a lot of touches. You will see guys will get frustrated, but not him.
Walton off the side of the rim. Here's Moore up the floor, cut off by Hawkins. Knocked out of bounds by Hawkins.
This is what we're talking about. You're playing to move, get a piece of the paint, you get the ball to the nail, and then you spray it to the other side.
Quick substitution again for North Carolina Wilmington. Hodge checks into the game for Newby. Hodge, baseline pull-up Jay. Boy, he's got a nice stroke.
Same play. Iverson cut, run hard, smaller guards, get to your spot, raise up, and knock it down. He has 7 points off the bench. Now he has 9.
I love how he uses that last bounce to power into his jumper.
Makes it a 2-point game. Anderson looks in. Moore cuts off the post pass. Outside again for Walton. No good. A whistle blows and a foul called on Darian Williams. Get more sports coverage than ever before in the Bleacher Report app. Be sure to download the all-new Bleacher Report app today. Boy, they are just pecking away. 2-point lead for Grant McCaslin's team. This is a 20-6 run for UNCW. UNCW's gotten 17 bench points tonight. And a foul and 2 free throws coming that could tie this game up. Second foul on Toppin.
Oh, Greedy Williams just bullies his way through that Elijah Hawkins matchup. Gets to the second level to put some pressure on JT Toppin, who already has 1 block in this half.
And that Williams is a 70% free throw shooter. He gets 2. Makes the first.
Smart play, Deb and Tom. If you look at Elijah Hawkins, I love his competitiveness, but he's 5'11", 160. Greedy Williams is 6'5", 190. You got to go to that.
And the other thing, too, now Toppin has his second foul, so you want him to stay aggressive. I'm still looking to block shots if I'm Toppin. I'm still staying aggressive in my seal and match up inside, posting up strong.
It's our first tie of the night. 2 lead changes. Williams underneath, and he's off the glass. It's good with a little answer.
He's got an incredible pace about him, right? I mean, you can't speed that guy up, and he's so strong when he gets to the interior of your defense.
Williams down the right side. Obioha wants the basketball. He finally gets the basketball, and he's able to finish. And he's flexing a little bit.
Well, it's so good. Greedy Williams understanding his size advantage. And here's Williams right now. Shoots this one. I don't like that shot for him because he can get whatever he wants down on the block. Deb, you just said it. You can't speed him up. You can't get around him. Put him down on the block.
It'll be Texas Tech ball. McGriff is about to check in for Obioha. I think he needs another breather.
I think this is the rotation right now, Tom. He looks pretty good on this one.
All right, he's got a little smile on his face, yeah.
Last time he was running toward that. He was running to get out of here.
I just wanted to make sure.
I mean, have a smile. He's okay.
Hawkins will inbound. Up top, Walton. His 3 again, no good. And Montgomery with a nice rebound for the Seahawks. Here's the pass to McGriff. McGriff pulls it back out. Smart move. There was a double team there.
Yes, indeed, Tom. Very smart move. And here, get another good shot.
And Hodge can't convert. And it's going to be black ball.
I thought McGriff did a nice job. He was buried under the rim. Could have forced it. Unselfish play to kick it back out.
Coach Siddle wanted his team to match the energy, the emotion.
Oh.
They've brought another level here in the second half.
McGriff in the paint. McGriff throws up a hook shot. He did just throw it up. And Hawkins up the floor. Hodge thought about cutting him off.
He did a good job getting in front of him.
Anderson, Moore's on him. Back to Walton. Hawkins down low to Toppin. Toppin. There's the hedge. Toppin, athletic. Gets the bounce off the rim. He has 6.
There's nothing wrong with that play, Deb.
Not a thing. Not one thing.
16 minutes to play in the second half.
And he spins away from the double.
Hawkins Williams underneath, stolen away by Hawkins. He seems to be everywhere, and a whistle blows and a foul is called against the Seahawks. You guys said it. You got to get JT Toppin involved.
Yes, you do. Great footwork, great feel, turn away from the double, bucket.
Our tournament summary, we did have some things mixed up today. 9, 10, 11, and 12 seeds have all advanced. The SEC is now 4-3. 7 teams play tomorrow, and Kansas loses in the first round, ending a 17-game first-round streak. Nolan Hodge off the bench playing well tonight for the Seahawks.
I mean, they run him off the Iverson cut, and he does such a good job understanding where the D is. He gets in the slot for a triple. Again, the same play. Uses that bounce to power into his jumper. He's been fantastic, and Coach Siddle's been calling his number as the Seahawks fall back into his zone off the timeout.
And Walton tried another three. It's no good, and a foul up top.
I think that's on Toppin.
I think it would be his third if it is. It is. And by the way, let's go back to the Iverson cut. Let's watch this first, and then I got a question for the two of you.
Box out.
There's the foul on 15. So you know you've made it when you have a play named after you, right?
Yeah, for
Yes.
sure. And it's a nightmare of a play because I used to play guard against it. Iverson running off 2 screens with his speed. If you go under, you're dead, and if you go over the top because of his speed, he rips through and gets to the bucket.
It's 2 screens on the elbow, and a lot of times defensive teams switch one or the other, right? You don't always just lock and trail behind it, but that's the way Texas Tech is guarding it right now.
Well, TNT is your new home for NASCAR this summer. Tune in beginning June 28th on TNT and stream on Max. McGriff inside, fouled by Federico, and he's going to get a couple shots, I believe. I don't think that was on the floor. They're conferring now.
They're going to take it out of bounds, I think. His back was to the basket is what they're saying. Federico just needs to wall up right here. Yeah, I think that's the right call.
Yep, I totally agree, Dad. They're going right back to this play.
Third foul on Federico. They go to McGriff. He hands it up to Newby for 3. No good. And Overton with the rebound for Texas Tech. Hawkins will reset the offense for the Red Raiders. To the foul trouble, Toppin and Federico, the 2 bigs, each with 3. Again, they're playing without Chance McMillan. Texas Tech is. He averages 13.9 per game. Williams doesn't get the roll. Montgomery gets the rebound.
I thought he went a little bit too quick, Deb, on that play.
Montgomery off the curl to the corner. Hodge for 3 and the lead.
I mean, Hodge is having a game. Nolan Hodge averages 7.3 points. He has 12 big ones off the bench.
19:25 left in the first half was the last lead for UNCW. Hodge off the bench, so comfortable for the lead. Here in the West region of the first round, UNC Wilmington has taken the lead 46-45, along with Steve Smith, Debbie Antonelli, A.J. Ross. I'm Tom McCarthy. We're wearing pins today to honor our colleague Greg Gumbel, who passed away this past December at the age of 78. I think about Greg when I think about this kind of game in the NCAA tournament and how much he would look forward to something like this happening.
I think about Greg when I hear the music first, and then I would hear his voice.
You're totally right, Deb. Just grew up on his voice. He was such a salt of the earth as a human being. Great at his job, always willing to give me advice about broadcasting, and he's definitely going to be missed.
Guys did a great tribute for him in the studio today. We did one last week during Selection Sunday. Montgomery with the turnaround jumper gives UNCW the lead again, 48-47. Under 14 to play. Overton lost it, picked up by the Seahawks. Is something teetering here a little bit? I mean, can you feel it a little bit?
You can feel a little swing of momentum, absolutely. UNCW playing with great confidence.
And Newby fouled on the floor. From cheering to celebrating, fan work is thirsty work. Crack open a refreshing Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever?
Wilmington brought the fight, man. They have brought the fight to this game.
Yes, indeed. What you love right now is they have a rhythm of this game. They know where they want to go. They know how they want to play.
McGriff into the paint, going against Federico, who has 3 fouls. Can't get it to go, and Williams with the rebound. Hawkins pushing. Hawkins goes to Walton for 3. Splashes it home. That's 7 threes.
21 points on all 3-point buckets. Nice push by Hawkins.
Let it fly, Deb said. Let it fly.
Shoot till your arm falls off.
McGriff down low, outside for Ross. He's fouled from behind.
This is why you run the floor hard and wide. Off the glass. Look how quickly Hawkins gets his butt to the sideline, eyes to the rim. A slice and a dish.
Toppin is back in. Federico's out with 4 fouls. Toppin has 3 fouls. The inbounds goes to Hodge. Hodge, step back from the free throw line. It's good. This kid is emerging.
Well, he understands.
Coach Siddle's over there shrugging his shoulders like.
He's found a rhythm, and he has size.
Walton again. That one is good.
Great call from the bench by Coach.
8 threes.
Somebody has to run him off the line. You got to lock and trail.
84% of his shots this season are threes.
Right.
Tonight, all 17 are threes.
They tried to shoot the gap. You can't do that.
53-50. 12:20 to play. Hodge inside. Obioha off the glass, too strong.
Good job by Toppin being able to play physical and contest.
Anderson gets his feet set. And that foul is going to go against Obioha.
His name is Kerwin Walton. Boy, he is shooting this basketball. You can't go over the top. Deb, you got to lock and trail with a guy who shoots it like that because he has a quick trigger.
You got to be on his hip.
Toppin in the paint. Toppin. That's a tough shot. That is a tough shot. He said he had butterflies at his first NCAA tournament game. He said he didn't think he would have the same butterflies tonight.
Here we go, fellas.
Legal screen, Obioha. 5-point lead for Texas Tech. They've gotten control back for the moment. 42 seconds left to play in that one. Thank you, Jamie, who's done a great job all day long with the updates.
The same thing.
Toppin from the free throw line. 5-point lead for Texas Tech. 5-0 run. Hawkins trying to add to that. Obioha with an easy rebound.
I got Hodge right here.
You got Hodge. I was thinking Newbie. He hasn't really gotten into action though, but Hodge is the hot hand. Moore from the free. That's a tough shot. Obioha trying to save it. He does, right between the legs of Toppin.
Oh, good save.
And Walton is going to be called for the foul.
That's the kind of extra effort you got to have if you're going to pull the upset.
I don't know why that makes everybody laugh when that happens. We had a pass like that in the game previous to this one. And now it's Moore to the free throw line. First free throw attempt in the night. Run into the 1-and-1. Good. Stream CBS Sports HQ, your free 24/7 snapshot of all the sports that matter to you. Catch highlights, in-depth analysis, and breaking news anywhere you are. Download the CBS Sports app to watch today. What do you have, AJ?
Well, Coach Siddle was really fired up during that last timeout, telling his guys, this is our game. He says it starts with their transition and their half-court defense. That's something he also mentioned at halftime, how Texas Tech's pace has hurt them at times on these runs. So he's emphasizing defense to these guys and that this is still within their grasp to take this game, guys.
And you know, AJ, they haven't changed what they're doing on the block. They're bringing the double, and Toppin is throwing the ball to the same side. Even though Texas Tech is relocating on the strong side, that allows UNCW to load their defense.
And they just left Noah Ross open. They gave him 5 feet. He decided, I'm going to take it.
This time they're not bringing the double. Here it comes.
Toppin kicks it out. Extra pass.
That's
Hawkins
what I'm
for
talking
3.
about. They need to find that play on the other side of the floor.
And Moore running the floor with Newby. Newby has it blocked. And Walton with the rebound, and Moore fouls him. You surprised they left Ross open in the corner on that last 3?
Well, if you watch right here,
Oh, it's a 2.
It's a 2, and that, you looked at it, you see Williams is trying to play off of him. Williams has 3 fouls and was definitely trying to play off of him.
Still a 2-point game, halfway through the second half. Darian Williams. Anderson back to Williams, 2-man game. Williams in the paint. Williams off the glass.
Beautiful. Great repost by Williams.
I love the two-man game by Christian Anderson and Williams. Throw it into him, and this is where he's so good. I don't think they have anybody that can guard him if they go down the stretch and go to top it on the other side and Williams on this side.
He's like a fullback, isn't he, Steve?
Fullback slash linebacker slash DN.
I think he can play any position he wants.
And now to the line to make this a 5-point game. In and out. Obioha with the rebound. 7 rebounds for him.
A lot of time left. This is going to come down to some guys making plays. Love to see the Seahawks going to Obi just one time. The big fella, see what he can do.
Yeah, he's posted up against Toppin. He seals off for Moore. Moore doesn't get the glass to go. Obioha follow is fouled. Well, he just tries to get the crowd back into it again.
Oh, I think he's going to shoot 2 free throws here.
Yep. That's the 3rd on Walton. It's the 8th team foul. Federico has 4, Walton has 3, Toppin has 3. Makes the first one. First round continues tomorrow with the Nissan NCAA tip-off show on True TV at noon Eastern. 16 games across TBS, CBS, TNT, and True TV tomorrow. You decide the games to watch. And we're going to a diner, right? Is that what we're doing?
We're going to the Doodah Diner.
Doodah Diner. Yeah.
It's on me, guys.
Both free throws are good.
Yeah, I love it.
Michigan, by the way, has held on and defeated UC San Diego. Give credit to UC San Diego. They played exceptional tonight. Williams in the paint. Williams throws it up, doesn't get it.
He just doesn't have that explosiveness that I'm used to watching. You can see once he makes his move, he doesn't have the last push.
Montgomery, that's a tough pass. It goes right out of bounds.
Good defense by Hawkins. 1 pass away up the line. Tough angle.
Whoa.
Williams to Hawkins. Hodge is about to check back in for the Seahawks. Toppin working against Obioha. Kicks it out. Anderson. Anderson to the basket. Count the bucket off the glass. Great body control.
Strong move by Christian Anderson. Been knowing this young fella since he was about 7 or 8 years old. Drives it hard. He's going to be very good. As a freshman, he's played some big-time minutes for the Red Raiders.
Think his dad liked that one?
They loved it. His dad played just like this.
And all Ross had to do was stay vertical. And once he brings his arm down, that's a foul.
Anderson will head to the free throw line. Try to move this back to a 5-point lead. And he does.
Well, he sees it go in, and for a freshman for his first tournament game, he can exhale right now.
He originally committed to Michigan. When Juwan Howard was let go, he decommitted and has found a home at Texas Tech. Moore.
Good D.
Yeah, good cut off by Anderson. Moore, a lot of dribbling. To the corner, Hodge, three. In and out. Boy, that went down a couple times. And Hodge runs down the offensive board. Newby into the paint, slips it. McGriff gets the bucket to go.
Nice job by Newby. That extra bounce allows McGriff to shape up. Nice delivery inside. What a game.
All right, JB, thank you very much. Yeah, Michigan will take on Texas A&M, the 5 and the 4. Texas A&M knocking off a very tough Yale team, 80-71. Here, it's still in the balance. It's a 3-point game. Texas Tech is on top. UNCW has clawed back. They had a great run to end the first half and carried it over into the second half.
They're playing with a lot of confidence right now. They've got their right guys taking shots. They have stayed with Texas Tech on the glass. Their double or dig to the block has worked so far. It's really limited the Big 12 Player of the Year, JT Toppin.
Yeah, he's had to work tonight, but he's been a good distributor. Kerwin Walton, by the way, has 8 threes for Texas Tech. It's a tournament record. He needs one more for the school record. Anderson for 3, no good. And Hodge the rebound. Hodge has also had a solid game for UNCW.
When you're not totally doubling, but you're digging in, you still can get out and contest on that kick out back to the perimeter. I think UNCW's game plan has been outstanding. Let's see if they stick with their defensive scheme.
Hodge to the baseline. Hodge bounce pass to Moore, short.
Good cut by Moore. Couldn't finish.
Here's Williams off the glass. You know, they have 43 attempts tonight.
You can't stop him like that.
Yep.
No,
He's
not
too
at all.
strong. Too big, too strong. 2 points.
They have 43 attempts, 22-point field goal attempts. They lead it by 5. Hodge, pull up Jay. It's good.
Oh, you got to get him the basketball. He's in
Seriously.
You run out the 3-point line. He shock fakes. One dribble pull up, and it looks good. He's on balance, Deb, and he's shooting it with so much confidence.
I mean, they are getting to the nail. They get to the elbow. Hawkins.
Wide open for 3. And I believe a timeout called by Texas Tech. We'll be back in 30 seconds. 65-59, Texas Tech is on top of UNC Wilmington, partly because of the way Hodges played tonight off the bench.
I mean, a great skip over the top, attack to close out. One strong dribble to create separation. Beautifully done to the elbow.
And you got to sell that one dribble, just like you talk about, Deb, that you're going to the bucket and the defender has to get off balance. And then you stop and raise up. It's hard for him to stop and get back and contest.
Well, he has 8 points or more in 6 of his last 7 games and 8 of 10. The 16 is not a career high. 21 is his career high against UNC Asheville. But I have to tell you that he's been impressive tonight and how confident he has looked.
There's no question about it. He is solid. And they have run a lot of sets for him, and he has delivered.
Newby brings it up the floor. 6-point game, 2-possession ball game. McGriff, no good. Toppin misdirected that one.
Toppin did a nice job.
Yep.
Didn't give an inch. Chest to chest. And then was able to finish that defensive possession with the rebound.
He only has 8 points, but he has 9 rebounds. Williams into the paint. Williams, foul going up.
Nobody's going to try to take a charge on that.
Let's check in with AJ.
Guys, it's really interesting watching the Texas Tech huddles. They have kind of an offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator dynamic with Grant McCaslin handling the defensive pointers and Jeff Linder handling the offensive pointers. Now, McCaslin hired him after they worked together in Midland Junior College, and Jeff is also somebody who's coached at Colorado and Wyoming, brings a lot of experience, or I should say Northern Colorado. And so they really play off each other and demand the best out of their guys in each huddle, guys.
Yeah, in fact, when he left Midland, who took over at Midland? Ben McCollum, who eventually went to Northwest Missouri State, who is one of Grant McCaslin's closest friends, and if he wins tonight, that's who he will face on Saturday. Williams makes the second one.
Well, Coach McCaslin's already won a couple of championships. Midland College in '07, the National Junior College Athletic Association title. And then in 2023, when he was the coach at North Texas, they won the NIT.
Up by 7. 6 minutes to play. Montgomery back to the basket. Hodge to the left wing. Montgomery can't can it. And Williams with the rebound. He's starting to throttle it up a little bit more. Here comes Hawkins into the front court. And that ball's kicked out of bounds.
Yeah, right now you're Texas Tech. You can feel some separation right now. Momentum all in the Red Raiders' favor. Push the basketball, try to play fast, and just keep pounding it inside.
They've already taken a tournament record 41 threes. Toppin. They try to go inside. Anderson skips it to Hawkins. Bounce pass down low. Toppin just lays it in with 2 hands.
That's what I've been asking for them, to get the ball away from the strong side, off the double team, to the other side of the floor where you can make a play off a closeout. Really nice job by Hawkins.
Great job. Toppin touched it, double team, and there's a three-point shot right here.
We splashed it home from the left wing.
To Dev's point, though, Toppin caught it on that block. He came all the way around, and he still doesn't end up getting the bucket because of the bad closeout.
10 points for Bo Montgomery. He makes it a 6-point game, 2-possession ball game. Williams pounds his way in. Blocked away, Obioha, I should say. Here's Ross up the floor.
Obi, oh wow.
Oh, wow.
Whatever you want.
Ross into the paint, speeds to the basket. Toppin with the block.
JT Toppin cleaned that one up easily.
Hawkins for 3, no good. Fouls his shot, gets his own rebound. 42 three-point attempts tonight for Texas Tech, a tournament record for the school.
JT Toppin, that was impressive, Dave. I mean, I thought Ross had an easy layup out of nowhere. JT Toppin cleans that one up.
And you know what? Shot blocker that keeps it in play, ignites your transition game. And that's what Toppin does. He's not trying to put it in the 5th row.
Well, Hawkins will go to the free throw line. JT Toppin was under-recruited when he was coming out of high school. He said, you know, I felt like I was overlooked, but you know what it does? It keeps you humble when you're overlooked.
He got cut by his 7th grade team, which eventually led to him being the freshman of the year in the Mountain West Conference. And here he is, the player of the year in the Big 12.
Ooh, that 7th grade coach is in trouble.
We gotta find that person. Here's Hawkins again, his 2nd free throw.
Oh, Hawkins has done a nice job running the show. He misses that free throw, but I like how he's played throughout the year. He is tough. He's a competitor. He defends. They're trying to take advantage of his size, but he will not give an inch.
Foul trouble.
Toughness is the mantra for Grant McCaslin's teams, right? Everything about what he sells, what he teaches, starts with toughness. He told us yesterday at practice he knew his team was going to be good because in the summer they played one-on-one and everyone could score. And he said, well, that's a good thing, but there's also the other side of it. But he knew that because everyone could score in a one-on-one, he knew they were going to be good.
Well, the clock stopped. Hodge to the free throw line, front of the 1-and-1. It's good. He is 17. Williams checked out for a moment. Now he's back in. Be interesting to see how that lower leg feels tomorrow after playing as many minutes here tonight. They were without Chance McMillan, 14 points per game. He's got an upper body injury.
And he's the best three-point shooter by percentage in the Big 12. 43%.
And they're hoping to have him. There he is. They're hoping to have him for the next game if they advance.
Yeah, because they need him. I mean, he takes a lot of pressure off Toppin and Williams. And then I'll just add another shooter for the Red Raiders.
Anderson fouled. Count. Oh, are they going to say goaltending?
Yes.
They are going to say goaltending, but I think they're going to look at it. I think it's on the way up. Initial reaction to it.
Yeah, it's on the way up. So they'll look at it. We'll have a decision when we come back. 5-point lead for Texas Tech. Here's the call.
Upon review of the goaltending call, that will be reversed. As a result of the play, Texas Tech will now shoot 2 free throws, and the 2 points that are awarded will be taken off the board.
You know, it's clearly on the way up. It's a good job by the officials, because if you don't put a whistle on it and call it goaltending, then you cannot review it. And I think it's a good piece of officiating at this point in the game.
Totally agree with you, Dad. Then you can't go review it.
Yep. Anderson missed the first free throw. And here's the second one. And by the way, Greg Nixon's explanation, that's the way it should be done. Crystal clear, and with a little extension of the story, too.
Maybe speed it up a little,
well,
you know, all right.
6-point lead. Ross up top. Hodge for 3. No good. Ball tipped around, and it's corralled by Walton. Adam Lefkoe, Jay Wright, Candace Parker, and Seth Davis have all the highlights and analysis on Inside March Madness presented by Buick. Next, only on True TV.
Now that's a group.
That's a group.
And my favorite, Candace Parker's, is sitting behind in the studio breaking down the games. She's always been my favorite.
She's the best. She's awesome. All the guys are awesome, too. But
I just like Candace.
of course, why not? Me too.
Walton's first free throw is
I love
good.
all the guys.
That's the first shot for Walton that was not a three-pointer tonight.
He's been fantastic.
It's too close for him. Free throw.
It makes both. 26 points. What a night for him. 8 for 17 from beyond the arc. And now it's an 8-point game as Texas Tech stretches the lead a little bit. Ross for 3 again. That time he couldn't get it to go. Loose ball squirts out to Texas Tech. And Montgomery fouls
You know what? It's
Hawkins.
not a bad foul, Tom, because that was a layup on the other end.
And I love on this end, Deb, the rebound was coming off Christian Anderson. Didn't get a block out, but he dove on the ground to get the basketball for the Red Raiders.
And by the way, that was the 9th rebound for Hawkins. He needs one more rebound for a triple-double. 10 points, 10 assists, 9 rebounds.
He has 5 double-doubles on the season.
Did you say a triple-double for a guy that's 5
double? Yep.
Yeah, with rebounds.
What a game.
Missed the free throw. Moore and McGriff back in. Obioha is out. Bo Montgomery checks out. And Hawkins' second shot. Good.
He's the pulse of this team. He's an engine.
Impressed with his speed, honestly, tonight. And a timeout called by the Seahawks. 73-64. The lead is up to 9 for the Red Raiders. 73-64. Elijah Hawkins has played a lot of minutes here today, and he's been distributing, gathering, and shooting.
Well, he's had total command of the offense. He sees all 9 up the floor. They have not cut down his window in transition, and he's been able to find shooters, particularly Kerwin Walton, who's got 8 threes in the game. And look at that stat line, listed at 5'11", maybe. He's led the Big 12 in assists all season.
Also, you have to add those 9 rebounds. That's what I'm most impressed about.
Moore to Ross. Hodge, pull up Jay, no good. He's made a lot tonight, could not make that one. Williams with the rebound. Here comes Hawkins. Grant McCaslin is saying slow it down a little bit. Walton feeds inside to Toppin. Extra pass to the corner, Anderson for 3. Yes!
Really good ball movement. From good to great. Swing, swing, off the double.
And punching in the paint to Toppin first. And he gets a chance to get guys easy shots.
Well, that's the 43rd three-point attempt. Here's the school record, 44 three-point attempts.
I don't know why he took that shot.
2.5 to play.
Gotta run a little clock.
Moore from 17, it's good.
Totally with you, Deb. And Hawkins was feeling it, but you got to run some clock right now. You had them on their heels.
You got to lock in right here for UNCW. You got to get a stop.
The Red Raiders going right back into Toppin, but that's a foul call on Hodge.
You talk about ball movement right here. Here comes the double from the top. You go swing, swing, bucket.
Hey, Christian Anderson, one of the best freshman shooters in the game. He can flat out shoot it. Hasn't shot it well today, but I love that Toppin got the touch. Good things happen when he catches it down on the block. He's so unselfish there.
Walton makes the first free throw. He's 3 for 3 tonight from the line, 27 points. Still at 27, 11-point game. This place has been lively with these 2 games. 2 minutes to play. Ball tipped out of bounds by Anderson. Ross will inbound.
Anderson on Hodge.
Newby has it knocked away from behind by Hawkins, who's called for the foul. That'll send Newby to the free throw line.
You'd rather just stay solid instead of trying to take a gamble on defense right now.
Our game reset, each team with a timeout left. The possession arrow belongs to UNC Wilmington. A win tonight, and Grant McCaslin will move on to face Drake and face one of his good friends, Ben McCollum, the head coach of the Bulldogs. As Newby makes the first free throw, but this one's still not over. It's a 10-point game.
No, not at all. And Deb makes a good point, and I also would add, sometimes that fatigue, that mind starts to tell you to take shortcuts, and I look at right now, both teams, they have played their hearts out, but this is where you got to, like you say, stay rock solid mentally and make basketball plays and keep everything in front.
You can't have game slippage now. I mean, you have to be really good at your execution, your details.
A little pressure now by the Seahawks.
Got to speed the game up here, see if you can get an extra possession.
Anderson from the corner. He doesn't take the 3.
All right, smart play.
Run the clock.
Get it to this guy.
We mentioned their 44 3 attempts, the school record. Here's 45. It's no good, but the putback is good.
See that by Toppin?
How about that?
He flipped it up and got a nice.
He was just trying to keep it alive. And out of bounds, the Seahawks. It'll be Texas Tech basketball. think they're kind of feeling it a little bit now.
Let's watch this. Dab, he goes over the top and he flicks that one up. And he was right back to get it again if he'd have missed it.
And a foul called on Newby. You know, talking to JT yesterday, you know, he entered the draft last year, went to the combine. I asked him, you know, did you learn anything there? He said, you know, there's a lot of testing. And, you know, Grant McCaslin told us that when he met with him, when he put into the transfer portal, they zoomed. And the zoom pops up, and JT Toppin is just lounging out in his bed saying, "What's up, coach?" He said he's just relaxed. As Newby picked up his fourth, and Hawkins spins that one around.
Well, not only is he the Big 12 Player of the Year, but he's also a second-team All-American by multiple sources. He's had a heck of a year.
Yeah.
He had some breakout games where he was just been on a tear scoring.
Hawkins converts both. He has 13. Toppin with his 16th double-double this year. McGriff steps to the left, lays it off the glass. Final timeout called by UNC Wilmington. 8 points for McGriff, 11-point lead for Texas Tech. Texas Tech entered this tournament as the 3 seed here in the West region. This is what they've done when they've been the 3 seed before. 2022, the Sweet 16. 2019, the national runner-up. The Elite 8 and 18, and 1996, the Sweet 16. So they feel a little lucky being a 3 seed. Now they lead it by 11 here with 1:08 to play in the second half.
Minute 8 to try to close this one out.
You got to move the ball.
You're going to try to get a steal and try to get a foul.
No timeouts left for North Carolina Wilmington. 1 timeout left for Texas Tech. Get it into Hawkins. Hawkins with a quick first step. Gets away from everybody. Just speeding up the floor.
Untrappable, unflappable.
They go up top to Williams. Just playing keep away. They got to foul him, right? 3 is no good. They continue to add to their school record. 46 threes attempted. Hodge for 3, no good, in and out. Toppin with the rebound.
UNCW elects, oh, there's a foul right there. Trying to get a steal.
And then Moore is going to help Hawkins up.
Great sportsmanship, love it.
Let's tip the cap to UNCW, the winners of the CAA championship. 27-7 coming in. Takeo Siddle, 4 straight 20-win seasons. And his team had a great run through the postseason tournament.
Well, they played in the CAA title game the previous 2 years. If it wasn't for Pat Kelsey in the College of Charleston, he knocked them out each time.
Hawkins converts. He's a rising star in the coaching ranks.
Yes, indeed. A phenomenal season, but also in this game, boy, he had his team prepared and ready to compete. Game plan was terrific.
Yep.
It's a little bit too much down the stretch of Red Raiders.
I mean, he's a terrific young coach in the Kevin Keats tree.
And the tribute that he and UNC Wilmington gave to Kevin Keats after winning the CAA championship, one of the most stirring scenes you'll see. Moore to Ross. Ross into the paint. Ross throws it up. It's good. 27.7 to play. 10-point game. Not fouling right now. Hawkins just spinning away. They're going to let it run out. And Texas Tech can breathe a sigh of relief. It was tight for a little, but they will advance to the second rounds of the West region as they win it by a final score of 82-72. And the two coaches meet at midcourt. Great respect for each other. And now Grant McCaslin will face Ben McCollum and the Drake Bulldogs in Saturday's second rounds Two friends going at it. Should be great theater.
I think so. This is going to be terrific, but I still want to, before we go off, the Seahawks, wonderful job today. It was fantastic. The Texas Tech Raiders, there's too much down the stretch. They have some talent, and JT Toppin is the guy that they got to keep feeding there.
I thought JT Toppin just did a marvelous job of being a willing passer and playing a different role when the three-point shots were falling, particularly for Kerwin Walton. What a game for Kerwin.
Yeah, he was outstanding tonight. He finished with 27 points on 8 of 19 from beyond the arc. And he also sprinkled in 3 free throws as well. But 8 of 19 from beyond the arc. And it started right from the get-go for him. He's making his way over to A.J. Ross as he helps Texas Tech to this 10-point game. All right, Kerwin is standing by with A.J. Ross.
Kerwin, this was a nail-biter of a game at different points. You know, 6 lead changes, 3 ties. What impressed you most about the way this team pulled out the dub tonight?
I think it's the fact that we got a lot of grit, a lot of toughness, and I think that's what really carried us tonight. Especially, you know, we got guys, Chris, struggling with the shot, but he still playing hard. Everybody getting the rebounds, everybody's playing hard. That's what really put us out for us.
And then we got Kerwin Walton.
I mean, a record 8 3-pointers for you. Elijah Hawkins had a near triple-double. You guys had 24 points in the paint. What kind of standard does this type of win set for you guys as you advance in the tournament?
It's going to take a lot of that from all of us. I mean, we already know he's a career point guard. He's going to find me no matter what. And that's why I appreciate him a lot. I appreciate everybody on this team. And
on deck, you have Drake. You know, they have the best scoring defense in the NCAA. What do you anticipate with that matchup?
We're going to have to play hard and play tough. I mean, we're going to have to lock in on defense, box out, rebound. I mean, we're going to be locked in for the rest of this tournament. That's what we got to do.
Congratulations on the win, guys.
Great support from Chance McMillan, who was injured tonight. Texas Tech wins it, advances to the second round. For Debbie Antonelli, Steve Smith, A.J. Ross, Gene Steratore, our great crew here in Wichita, this is Tom McCarthy saying so long. You've been watching the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship. After messages, it's Inside March Madness, presented by Buick, with all the highlights and analysis. So long.